I did it my way. Black ball from the game, come and catch the wave. Waiting on my downfall, gotta stay ahead. Don't just cut me off, patience hanging by a thread.
We got Marvel, baby. What is going on, y'all? It's your boy Johnny Dunn, and we back with another one. Johnny Dunn Show, VeVe Vlog Pod, number 11. A lot to talk about. Crazy week now in the VeVe world, man. So many things happen. We just announced Marvel and the Mattel. The partnership with both of them is just unbelievable. If you guys aren't familiar with Mattel or Marvel, I mean, what this is going to do for VeVe and the whole ecosystem and the whole space of NFTs in general, really. It's going to get to the point where if you're not on the VeVe platform, you're going to be lacking because they have so many licensed brands at this point. They have all of Marvel, which, if you guys aren't familiar, the parent company of Marvel, we all know, not even going to say it, rhymes with, I don't even want to say it, but, you know, what that means basically is Reese wasn't lying when they said they got the market cornered, and their leverage is going to be unbelievable with all the other brands that they haven't signed just yet, and it's just an amazing time for them to officially announce the, license with Marvel. And not only with the Marvel license, the Mattel, they got brands from Uno to Barbie to Bob the Builder to, Hot Wheels. It's just going to be so mainstream. Everybody's going to be on VeVe because it's the social media aspect in it. It's the ease of use, like I always talked about. And it's just one of those things where it's just amazing to see it all come together. So shout out to the whole team, Dan, David, Al, Reese, Trevor, Noah, everybody involved, man, who's, part of the team, and watching it grow from the very beginning. Just unbelievable, man. What a journey it's been, and it's an exciting time to be in the VeVe ecosystem, the VeVe community, man. Everybody's just killing it, and whew, crazy times, man. Marvel, Mattel, we got the Bombshells just dropped. We got Givenchy, the first luxury brand. Like, come on. The first luxury brand NFT on the VeVe platform. The first NFT from Givenchy. It's like $200 right now. Unbelievable steal. And my Rizzo Batman right here, that's like a 3K right now. That's even a steal. This is the first edition Batman. Ultra rare. Unbelievable. So many things to talk about. How to bust out my physical Todd. Had to get one of these bad boys in here. I mean, that's what's so cool about the digital, man. Physical, it's like hard to show people. It's hard to show off. And with the digital, you can just send it to anybody, anywhere. You can take it anywhere. It's like when CDs turned to digital streaming. Spotify, Apple, VeVe's the Apple, VeVe's the iPhone, VeVe's Facebook. Like, come on. VeVe's the #1 platform, man. NFTs are taking off, and fun time to be a part of it. Bombshells drop, Givenchy drop. A lot to talk about, so let's just dive right into the news. We're Givenchy. And this is the animated 2D. This is important because this is the first animated 2D ever on VeVe, and it's the first NFT by Givenchy. Now, it was a little bit confusing because the whole drop was Givenchy, but the only Givenchy license was this one. So
confirmed, it is, man, it is.
The king of superhero is Marvel, basically the king of superheroes, the king of comics. So we're really excited about having their IP coming on board the platform. And
there you go, NFTs. You heard it out of Dan's mouth.
So there it is. So we got Marvel. Shout out to Kyle for streaming that and finding that out. So it's gonna be huge, man. And let's dive into last week's drop. So one of my favorites right away, I love gold, so I was going after the ultra rare gold Cleopatra. If anybody knows Johnny Dunn, they know I love gold. So I wanted to stunt in my showroom with a 2D gold Cleopatra. It's not the actual one that's by Givenchy. This is a whole Givenchy drop, but this isn't the actual piece here, the actual collectible that's collabed with the Givenchy brand logo. So it can be confusing to people. It was a whole entire, Givenchy drop, but out of the 4 collectibles, only one of them was solely done by Givenchy. The other ones weren't collabed with Givenchy. They were collabed with other artists. So a little confusing for people, but this one's still going to hold a lot of value. There's only 999 of these, so the list price was $50. It was the first time ever we had 2 ultra rares in one drop, so that was going to be, that was a little different. People didn't know what to expect there, didn't know who to go after. I loved gold, so maybe I had a little effect there on why everybody went after this one. I think everybody just likes gold, to be honest, though. So I got this one in the marketplace. Dipped down a little bit. I think it's about maybe $350 for the price in the market right now. I think it's going to be an expensive piece, less than $1,000. So, we've seen collectibles that have a higher edition count go for more. So I think this is going to climb over time for sure. And now we got the second ultra rare of the drop. This was so confusing because this is the first time, we had the second ultra rare in one drop. So even I, I thought about it first. What do I go for? The rare, the Givenchy one, the ultra rare silver Amelia that we got here, the ultra rare gold Cleo. So people had options. It's going to get to the point where you have so many options on drops and 2 drops a week, 3 drops a week, maybe eventually. You're going to have to pick and choose, what you're going to go after. It's going to get, pretty tough, and people are going to start to have to pick, what they're actually fans of. So it's going to be cool to see what people end up going for. The ultra rare only had 999, same as the gold Cleopatra. I like both. I like having gold and silver, but if I had to pick, I was going to go after the gold. I think both pieces are going to hold huge weight because this is an entire Givenchy drop series 1, so I'm sure Givenchy's going to release other pieces and people are going to want to have the whole set. So this is the Amelia Earnhardt silver ultra rare. So here's the Amelia. I think it looks amazing. I mean, I just imagine what it's going to look like in the VeVe-verse, in our showrooms. I already know it looks amazing. Can't wait to see just small iterations and how the showroom grows, how our collectibles are going to look inside of it. I think that's what's really going to pop, with all the different things they can add into it and the different accessories. I think the silver looks almost as good as the gold. I mean, I know you guys know that I love gold. I was putting up on my wall all over the place, and especially against my background, I just think it looks amazing. So shout out to Gertonian. His username is GIRTONIAN, Gertonian. I believe it's the same thing on Twitter. If it's not, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure it is. So shout out to Gertonian for letting me use it. I'm pretty sure it's a sub 300. I believe somewhere in the 200s range for the edition number, which is a really hard collectible to get. If you can get anywhere, I would say under 500, that's a pretty good steal, I guess, if you would ask me. In the marketplace, drop day, anywhere in the sub 100, you're looking at big money. 200s, that's still good. People try to get the lower collectibles, the lower editions, maybe an edition number that means a lot to somebody, just an important edition number. Doesn't always mean it's going to be more valuable, but if you can pull one that the actor was born in, or the first appearance, the year that it was, released in, stuff like that, edition numbers can play a big part. But so shout out to Gertonian. He let me use the silver one. This is the Amelia ultra rare 999 editions. I think it looks great. So here it is, one of my favorites, the ultra rare 999 edition Cleopatra. I love the gold, love the 2D. I think it looks absolutely amazing. Gertonian, shout out to @Gertonian. He let me use this one again. So he let me use both ultra rares. Appreciate you. If you're not following him, go follow him on Twitter. I think the Givenchy set, man, it's just one of those slept on sets. In order to have the one Givenchy piece by Givenchy that I'm going to talk about next, that's going to be a big one because that's the actual one by Givenchy. But in order to have the whole set, you got to have the 2 ultra rares, and there's less than 1,000 of them. So I love the gold. I think it's going to look amazing in all the showrooms. So it's a must have if you ask me. So this is the rare. This is the one that's actually licensed by Givenchy or Givenchy. And this is the animated 2D. This is important because this is the first animated 2D ever on VeVe. And it's the first NFT by Givenchy. Now, it was a little bit confusing because the whole drop was Givenchy, but the only Givenchy license was this one. So this is the only one actually done by Givenchy, even though the whole drop was it. The other ones were just collab efforts with other artists. So a little confusing for a lot of people, but this one's going to be really important, I believe. It's only about 200, 230 in the marketplace about. So if you can score one of these, I would definitely do it. You know, whether you like it or not, it's going to be a big part of history. It's the first NFT ever by a luxury brand on the VeVe app. So I think it looks cool in the showrooms too. So a lot of people are using it as like a, you know, a club theme is the ceiling or the floor or the walls even, I think. So it's one of the coolest looking collectibles, that the fact that it animates. And most 2D art does not animate, you know, it just sits there on the wall and it looks cool there. But this one actually moves, so it's going to be a big part of history no matter what. So I think it's definitely a big part of the set, and I think it's a must-have. So here is the Rewind logo, part of the Givenchy set. Now this one I thought looked pretty cool. I mean, it wasn't your, you know, craziest looking collectible, but the fact that it animated, I thought gave it a dope aspect. There's only 1,900 of them. $50 retail, and it is part of the first ever Givenchy set, so I think it's a must-have even if you may not be the biggest fan of it. I think it looks pretty cool. Sorry for the placement of it, had to be kind of all up in your face. Couldn't really get it exactly where I wanted to go, so anybody who has this collectible kind of knows in the showroom too. You have to click it like at the perfect spot, and when you're moving around an AR, this one just kind of is hard to put it exactly where you want. So sorry for the struggle with that one, but that's the Givenchy set, the first ever Givenchy NFT set. There's the one NFT in there strictly from Givenchy, and I think they're all must-have. You know, if you don't have it yet, you can go check it out in the VeVe marketplace. So here we got Lady Death. We got 2,666 editions. It's an ultra rare, part of the Bombshell series, and we all know Big Barda and Starfire, they're going for a lot right now. And I think the series 2, Lady Death, I think it's going to go for a lot as well. Just got to have a little bit of time to appreciate. We got the Comic-Con event coming up, and that's going to help generate a lot more people to this space. And we also got the Sandman movie coming up, where she's a big, I think she's the main character. So it's going to be a lot of, you know, interesting things that come around to see where this collectible goes. I think it's a steal right now in the marketplace if you can get it for $130, which I think the floor is at right now. So might be, you know, smart to grab a few if you can. Lady Death looks absolutely amazing. Wish I could get an AR, but for some reason the screen recording couldn't get it to work. So I'm going to give you guys a little showroom glimpse of Lady Death in the showroom after this. But maybe, you know, VeVe's working on the screen recording thing, and we get little videos coming soon. I think that's going to help the app as well. So it just makes things a little bit easier to take videos as opposed to hit the screen record every time you want to take a video with the AR. But that should be coming soon. I'm looking forward to the algorithm, the social feed, all that stuff getting better as well. And here we got the Harley Quinn Deluxe 2. Now, this is Series 2, Harley Quinn, Bombshells. I like this one a lot. We got the Joker in the background of it. 6,666 editions. It is a rare, and I think it's going to be a big piece. It's $50, and a lot of people are complaining, you know, it was selling under retail right away. You can't control flippers, man. A lot of people are just going to flip. They're just going to, you know, get gems right away. Maybe they didn't even pay for it. Like, you don't know what their story is. You don't know why they're doing it. I bought a Starfire for $83 in the marketplace before it shut down back in early March. So looking at it now, people are like, oh, how'd you do that? People are going to be looking at this like, oh, how'd you buy this one under retail? You know, I didn't actually buy this one under retail. Just I've heard people doing it. So just want to clear up, you know, why people may be doing it, or, you know, all the FUD surrounding it. I think it's the same situation when we saw Rizzo for $500 in the marketplace, you know, or 6,000 Todd just sitting there before anybody picked them up. People just don't know, or they don't realize or understand the grasp of how important some of these are. Not every drop's going to be crazy important, but the Bombshell Series 2, only 2 for a set. I think it's definitely a must-have in your collection.
Master collector, that's what I'm after. Season 1's over, it's a new chapter. 2 Nightwing, got it retail. Got 2 golden dragon girls, look at all the detail.
I get the money repeat, I can do this in my sleep. I just spent some money on a brand new NFT. I got crypto keys, yeah, that's why they envy me. Glow, then I skirt off like a brand new SRT. Like a bombshell, DC bombshells. I got bombshells, hella bombshells. I collect them all, they my personnel. All these paper heads, I just wish them well. Go get the money, repeat. Go get the money, repeat. I get the racks in my sleep, and I put it on the NFT. Oh no, this ain't cheap, and it's so unique. Got it from me, call me, so you know it looking sleek. I got a Harley, she go to war like the army. Insulin body to Barbie, gnarly party. We turning up and they sorry. I'm going fast like a Rari, zoom. Wait, what is the problem with you? Ayy, you don't got nothing to lose. Ayy, we going straight to the moon. Ayy, and I got all of these bombshells, DC bombshells. I got bombshells, all these bombshells.
So that's my showroom, y'all. That's the most updated room. We got Marvel announced. We got the Mattel partnership. We got so much coming to VeVe. Appreciate y'all. Johnny Dunn Show, VeVe Vlog Pod, number 11. We out.
Grinding every day and I did it my way.